Good evening, gamers, and welcome back to Hellstorm Wargaming. My name is Mikey. Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the Monday show. It's a drama-filled show today. But welcome, Jamartin. Thank you so much for that gifted membership to kick us off from that 1 out of 15 to trigger a giveaway. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Also, Free Radio Armageddon says almost a year with 11 months. Thank you, buddy. Best mod ever. And Jace as well with the 11 months, also almost a year. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Come and say hello. Come and say hi. My name is Mikey. How are you all doing? Boys, I'm shattered, I won't lie. Oh, boys. We've got less than 2 weeks until the big event. Less than 2 weeks until the biggest thing I'm ever going to go. Ever going to do, even. Not go. I'm going to go and do. So I am just like, I'm off the wall. I was supposed to stream last night and I was just like, you know what, lads, I can't. I'm really tired. And tonight I was almost like, I was nearly. But we're powering through because we've got an exciting 2 weeks of content to come through. We have 1 or 2 more terrain streams. We're also doing a bonus game stream this Friday because we're going to be streaming Star Wars Shatterpoint live on stream for the very first time, which is super cool. We've got Josh from the Pickle Jar. We got Josh from the Pickle Jar coming down to play a game of Star Wars Shatterpoint, which is going to be super fun. And then the week after, we got the Invitational run-up and the event of the Super All-Stars, the 120-person event that we have that is on sale. If you want to grab a ticket, now's the time. Grab a ticket before it's too late. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm full on terrain prep. That's what I'm at. Full event prep. It is a lot. But yeah, it's going to be I'm very excited because it's the biggest thing I'm ever done. I'm ever going to do. It's my magnum opus, you know. Gone are the days of playing Warhammer in a sports hall and getting a warm beer on your break. No, I won't be having that. And we'll be giving you a hot lunch as well. That's the plan. That's the plan. Best mod ever isn't a hard award to win. But come and say hello. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. We've got a little bit of drama to talk about today. One to do with match fixing. And then also what the hell happened in the US last night. Jesus Christ. Have you seen the broken whirlwind tech? Which one's that one, mate? But let me catch up with chat. Let me know what's popping. What drama have you seen over the weekend? Let us know. Let us know. Let me catch up. Will this be about the vehicle Overwatch ruling? What vehicle Overwatch ruling? Ryan from Art of War dropped in round 5 due to a GW ruling that a vehicle Big Guns Never Tire rule won't trigger in Overwatch as Big Guns Never Tire isn't shooting phase ability. Ryan dropped because he was upset that he played 5 rounds like that, and then he went to apologize to his previous opponents. Oh, well, that's completely opposite what they said to their last event. Have we got any... Is there any posts about this, or what? Or is it all hearsay? Your magnum opus like the paintbrushes. Brilliant. Match fixing. An interesting change of pace. That's one way to put it. WTC and UKTC had it differently. Yeah, but like Games Workshop said it was fine. Your drama cup runneth over. I had no idea. Out of War stream today, Nick Nanavati talked about it. Okay, could we pull? Do you know? Have you got a timestamp, Sagwolf, that I can have a look at? Can I watch my vehicles in combat? Well, Games Workshop told me that you could, because I asked. Well, like unofficially. In my FAQ, I said it's fine. But if they've changed their mind... So for the record, match fixing are okay for all stars as long as Magoo is watered appropriately. No, so I've told Magoo that I'm not paying him if he gets drunk. So the less he drinks, the more he'll get drunk. Why wouldn't they be able to Overwatch? They're eligible to shoot. Well, the argument has always been that big guns never tire is a shooting phase rule. But the thing is, it's not like a special rule. It is like a subheading type rule, because it's not written in the same format as any other rule in the rulebook. But then some people are saying that basically big guns never tire is actually a shooting phase rule. And if it was deemed a shooting phase rule, which arguably it could or couldn't be, for argument's sake, let's say it is, that means you can't Overwatch while in combat with a vehicle or with pistols because you are in engagement range. WTC FAQ says fine. I think they got rid of it in the latest update, you know? I think the latest WTC update have said that you can't, which is... I don't think so. There was a big kickoff last week. Big old kickoff. That's how Vanguard Tactics explained to me. The thing is big guns never tires? Big guns never tire a rule? Yeah, it is. Is it a shooting phase specific rule? Maybe. It's in the shooting phase section. But also, so are all the shooting phase rules of how to roll to hit and roll to wound. So technically, they're all also out of phase rules. So you can't roll to hit because that's an out of phase rule. It's a very interesting one. So let's pull it up. Let's have a look at the old... So, Fire Overwatch is when your opponent's movement phase or charge phase just after an enemy unit is set up or when an enemy unit starts or ends a normal, advance, fallback, or charge move. Okay. One unit from your army that is within 24 inches can do it. Your unit can shoot that enemy unit as if it were your shooting phase. This is what happens. However, you only hit on sixes. Right? Very simple. However, if we go to big guns never tire, okay, which is a sub-box in the shooting phase. Monsters and vehicles are eligible to shoot in their controlling place shooting phase even while they are within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Okay. You missed the second part of the target rule. What do you mean I missed the second part? One unit that's within 24 inches that would be eligible to shoot in your shooting phase. Which bit did I not read? The target is one unit is within 24 that would be eligible to shoot if it were your shooting phase. Right? Big guns never tire. Is monsters and vehicle units are the exception to these rules described in Big Guns Never Tire section about being locked in combat. And it says monsters and vehicles are eligible to shoot in their controlling place shooting phase even while they're within engagement range of one or more enemy units. The argument is people treat this as like a special ability. Like an ability. Like a unit stat card says when they are shot, they can shoot back. You know? Or something like that. Okay? The argument is, or the problem is whether this is a special rule or not. Or what is a rule or what isn't. Okay? Because out of phase rules is a thing. Chat is spamming it. It's called explaining. Hold your horses. Out. Is it out of phase? Like this? Out of phase rules, which is in the designer's commentary. Some rules allow a model to or unit to move, shoot, charge, or fight outside of the normal turn sequence. For example, the fire overwatch stratagem enables a unit to shoot in the opponent's turn as if it were your shooting phase. When using out of phase rules to perform an action as if it was on your phases, you cannot use any other rules that are normally triggered in that phase. Okay. Cheers, Sagwolf. You can't use any other rules that are normally triggered in that phase. So, what is a triggered ability? Here's a great example. The Whirlwind has the pinning bombardment ability, which is used in your shooting phase after this model is shot. Because Fire Overwatch is a big out of phase rule, it only allows the Whirlwind to perform the specified action, in this case shooting, and does not trigger any other rules. Okay? So big guns never tire, or never tire. Yeah, big guns never tire. Does this count as being triggered? Because it says a unit is not eligible to shoot whilst within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Monsters and vehicles are exceptions to this, as described in Big Guns Never Tire. If they are never subject to this, then how does this become an out-of-phase rule? I don't know. However, it also opens up a big can of worms, because pistols, okay, is a rule. Weapons with the pistol in their profile are known as pistols. If a unit contains any models equipped with pistols, that unit is eligible to shoot in its controlled player's shooting phase, even while it's within engagement range of one or more enemy units. If you are going to sit there and say that the Big Guns Never Tire rule, as written, if they want to change it, then that's on them. If you want to sit there and say that Big Guns Never Tire is triggered and is an out-of-phase rule, so is right? This isn't the same as after a unit has shot, it can do X. Or when this is chosen to shoot, it does X. This is a model can shoot or not. I don't understand how you can read it any other way. If it was a thing on the data sheet that said when this unit is chosen to shoot, like let's say all vehicles or monsters had a special rule, right? And it said when this vehicle or when this unit is chosen to shoot, it can shoot even while in combat. Then you'd be like, no, that's an out of phase rule. But is Big Guns Never Tire an out of phase rule? Out of phase rule? You could say that. You could say Big Guns Never Tire is an out of phase rule. But so is making range attacks and choosing targets, because it's not your shooting phase. It's all out of phase. If big guns can't be used, then locked in combat can't be triggered either. That dev commentary is so badly worded it's unreal. It's not triggered, it's always in effect. Exactly. You can't trigger something that they are never under the exception. They're the exception to the rule, right? They are never. It's never a case of when you select this. There's no trigger. They just don't suffer that. Okay. they never, ever suffer the problem of being locked in combat so no longer can shoot. There is stipulations of them being in combat and trying to shoot. The fact they're -1 to hit. But this isn't a special rule. It is a subsection. But they've called it Big Guns Never Tire. Whereas any other special rule is written like this. This is a special rule. Stealth, it has a little logo. And it has a little blurb. And it has a thing. This doesn't have a little logo. It does have a little blurb. But if they were trying to make it the same, they should have written it the same. They should stylize it the same. It should have a big red bar like Stealth. Like Lone Operative. Like anything else that's in this book. Come on, let's sing another one. Firing Deck. All special rules with a big red heading and a cool little logo next to it. Whereas Big Guns Never Tie doesn't. It just has a box. Is that a design choice? Or is that something else? Because except for having the blurb, it is written much like ranged attacks. Because it has the little explanation box at the bottom. It has designer's notes. And it's just in a box. Does it say Big Guns Never Tire in every vehicle? It doesn't say any. If it was triggered rule ability, then it would say described in the Big Guns Never Tire ability, not how it says described in the Big Guns Never Tire section. Exactly. It describes it in the Big Guns Never Tire section, not in the Big Guns Tire special rule. Did you just apply logic? Riverside, mate, you are so right to say that. You are so right to say. Did I just try and apply logic to rules? To rules writing? If they wanted to class it as an ability, they could have put Big Guns Never Tire on every vehicle and written an ability for it. They could have also said, all vehicles get the following special ability. Which they didn't. They said they're not, their exception, here's a subheading. You know? Pay that man £500 an hour. You know what? You know what? You're right. You know what? You're so right. They should pay me £500 an hour. This is a GW active judge. I'd love to hear what they said. Shall we have a look what they said? I haven't had permission from Art of War, but I want to hear the drama. So, if you want to copyright claim me, so be it. I want to know the drama. Jesus, which one is it? Oh, it's about Adeptus Sororitas. Was it 46, did we say?
Jack. But what happened in his game with Jack was that Jack was playing World Leaders, Rich was playing Tau. Jack connected close combat with all of his crisis suits. Richard went to go Overwatch with all of his powerful guns, because they're vehicles, and vehicles can shoot into close combat. Right then there, there's active judging going on at Games Workshop tournaments, called Richard out, and he was like, hey, you can't actually Overwatch with vehicles in the Overwatch step of the charge phase. And Richard's like, well, why not? I'm a vehicle, I can shoot into close combat. I'm able to Overwatch once a unit has completed their charge. They are an eligible unit to shoot at the unit that just charged them because they're vehicles.
Correct. Because they're vehicles. They are never subject to being locked in combat.
And the long story short from Jeremy, who was the judge on the floor, was essentially it's about timing and when you can use additional rules. The rule that allows vehicles to shoot at units in close combat.
He has name dropped, and I know who that is as well, so...
He's a rule, and I have not read into this myself. Let me just paraphrase for everybody here. I believe the ruling
don't worry, Nick, I got you.
Goes like the rule that allows vehicles to shoot into Overwatch in close combat. Shoot in close combat is only available in the shooting phase. Since the Overwatching is the charge phase, rules that would trigger in the shooting phase for those shooting effects don't work, so the crisis suits cannot actually Overwatch in that moment. Now, whether or not this cost Richard or Jack the game, kind of irrelevant in the moment, because what happened here was Richard then went to apologize to every single opponent he played and did this to, because he was like, I've done this.
Wait, was it Siegler? Was it Siegler who dropped?
All tournament long.
I don't even know actually who this was. Who dropped?
You know, I've done this to like 3 or 4 people. He apologized to everybody and dropped from the event because he was like, I feel really bad about, you know, misplaying the rules or misunderstanding the interaction. So he took an honorable drop. Now, save your feelings for whether or not you think players should drop or not. That's not really what this is about. I just wanted to clarify.
I mean, fair play to the player, because they've played it in a way that they thought was correct. But if that is not correct, which I think it is, if that's not correct, then them dropping is a really honourable thing to do.
Clarify what happened there with Richard and that going on. So no ill intent whatsoever from our Farsight daddy.
So it was Siegler.
That's pretty much it, though. That's our top 32 of the Tampa Open. Somehow won by sisters. Really, whoopsies, super exciting.
Interesting. They could have kicked up a big stink to go and apologise. It's cool. Yeah, fair play to Siegler to get like dropping out and apologising. However, I don't think that ruling is correct. For the reason we've just gone over. Now, it wasn't my event, so ultimately what I think is irrelevant. However, it's a Games Workshop event with active judging. So if they have gone off what Games Workshop events team have told them what to actively judge, you know, because like as an inside, the events team and the rules writing team are actually really different. And the events team aren't allowed to make official FAQs, which I think is so dumb. This is so dumb. The events team aren't allowed to make official FAQs because that's the rules team's job. But the rules team doesn't want to FAQ anything because people complain about too many FAQs and updates and dramas about 40k. So they've decided that they're just not going to bother. No, I mean, they've not. I shouldn't say that. What I should say is they don't like writing FAQs because they don't want to upgrade the game too much and confuse people. So I think they have not bothered. And now the events team doesn't have anything official to go from. So they kind of like wing it at the time. The events team, who are frequently asked questions, aren't allowed to do FAQs. Very interesting. But more importantly, I don't think that information, or at least that information isn't being actively jumped on to be like, hey, why don't all these questions that we're getting, why don't we get these in a document? Because Games Workshop are so convinced because of the loud people, not the competitive ones, just the loud casuals are annoyed that there's so many updates for this game that they're trying to play, even though the game half the time doesn't function correctly and needs an FAQ. However, the thing is with it is the problem is Game Workshop events is when you're going to have these, in my opinion, game-changing rules where you will literally change your list because these rules won't work or will work at different events. Not having that wrote down is kind of crap. Not having that wrote down is kind of crap, in my opinion. Who complains about FAQs? Do you frequent competitive subreddits and like competitive channels? None of them. Everybody else. However, this is why the Hellstorm event that's happening next week does have an FAQ. But look at the size of this FAQ that I had to write to make it work. Look at the size of it. It's crazy. It's 4 pages of FAQ. 4 pages of FAQ to make an event kind of work. And one of those, do you want to know what one of those abilities are? Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Can vehicles fire Overwatch? Can vehicles fire Overwatch? Yes, they can. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby! Celebrating chat. Why can vehicles fire Overwatch? Yes. Page 3 says monsters and vehicles can shoot and be shot at even while locked in combat. Page 7, units are locked in combat, not eligible to shoot, cannot be selected to target range attack. Monsters are exception to this. They're an exception! Thank you so much for the 2 free radio. Allegedly, yes. Allegedly, they think. So vehicles, yes. Pistols, no. Pistols can. Can vehicles and... Do you want me to write it now? And pistols. Pistols. God damn it. I updated it live. Yes. Bold. This is what we do, chat. We fixed the game. We fixed it. All it took was 3 letters. Yes. NAD pistols. I mean, that's why most people keep them, right? In the NADs. That's only 3 3/4. Need another paragraph. The thing is Games Workshop is supposed to be the simplest game they've ever wrote. It's so clear and it works so well. And I've had to write a 4-page document just to kind of go, it kind of probably should work like this. You know? Don't forget to bold all of the yes and no's. No, I literally unbolded it. How much for you to add a rule of mine into that FAQ? I'll do it for free, mate. Just come to my tournament. So if a vehicle is engaged at range of other models, it can fire Overwatch on new charges. Yeah, it can shoot anyone within 24. I wonder if that's why they silently nerfed heavy bolters and removed their plasma pistols. What unit, Patrick? But anyway, if that's the case and that's what's happened, that's really dumb, in my opinion. Oh, nerfed the Hell Blasters and removed their plasma pistols. They didn't. They didn't remove the plasma pistols. Or did they? Did they in the Codex? Oh, that's dog poo. That's dog poo. Yeah, it was previously all 10 because I took all 10 when I won my trophy, which has a badge on it now. It got the badge today. Can you see? It's got the little plaque on it. It says Best General Mikey Herbert, first place. Did you know? Look, it's pretty. I'll show you. Drop my golden ticket. Ta-da! That's me. Ta-da! It finally came. That's me, everyone. First place, Best General. Shame it took a while, but I'm glad to finally have it. But I need to learn all of these weird rulings. And I need them to write them the fuck down. Because I'm going to their event in Atlanta in like 3 weeks. So, Jesus Christ, if they could just make their mind up and publish it, for God's sake. Anyway, that wasn't even the drama I was supposed to be covering today, but that's quite funny drama. You mean you need to know them so you can abuse them at the event in Atlanta? Literally, yeah. Literally, yeah. Of course. Yeah, I need to know what they're actually going to do so I can abuse them. Did you glue that on yourself? Seems lopsided. I've done it straight. to the plaque. The whole trophy's lopsided. You know it's spicy drama when... I can't even see chat because of this fucking heart thing. You know it's a spicy drama day when the stream intro small talk is drama. Yeah, that was a pretty good job. Who's that? Sagwolf. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I really appreciate it. Next drama, Mike reveals he has tea 90% milk. I'm drinking coffee. Don't write down the clarifications. People will get scooped up in it. That'll provide you more drama to talk to us about. There's always get rid of the hard drives. We're crazy. No. No, you just have to try and click it as many times as you can, and that'll get rid. Let me catch up with chat before we go. Before we move on from this topic. This man works tirelessly for his adoring public. I do work really hard. I just want to make a good event, and it annoys me because I spoke to people from Games Workshop about my rulings, and they're like, yeah, it's fine. And now they're like going out and making other rulings, which is not fine. I imagine, I'm not going to repeat the person's name, but I do know the person who made that ruling now. I imagine that they probably went off their own back from what they think. I don't know if they had clarification about that specific ruling, but they should have. But they might have just gone off what they thought was correct, which is also fine, because that's a TO's job. It's difficult for the player because they're like, oh, I've got to drop out now. Or I've been cheating all weekend or whatever. But I don't think that ruling was correct, in my opinion. But I also don't know if that ruling was a policy for the event or just that person. We don't really know. Maybe every one of us should email GW FAQ to clarify ruling. We should. We should. Shall we get the FAQ email and spam it now? Hey, can vehicles Overwatch? What if they're in combat? But yeah, like, and as you say, Andy Tech Dad, it's fine if those rules are laid out before the event, but if they're not, then it's a bit weird. The fact that they don't even have an internal document is mind-blowing since there's no consistency between different GW events. There's only one events team, but I wonder, that's why I'm a bit like, maybe that wasn't a GW ruling, that was a judge thought this was correct ruling. Judging that out of what only streamed 2 hours ago, I figured he hadn't heard about it. Yeah, I hadn't. So I ruined that guy's whole last weekend at a GW event. Yeah, that's true. One of the best players in the world as well. So which is a shame, really. Which is a shame. Because it's like, again, like the TO isn't out to get them. Like, being a TO is a really difficult job. Because it's your job to make sure everyone's playing the same game. But also, there's so much going on that sometimes you're not right. You know? Like, I've seen Chief had one as well. He had a ruling saying that like, 2 stratagems couldn't stack. You know, which is obviously not correct. Careful, Mikey, or Gina will post an Instagram pic outside your house. I was asking to talk. Oh, mate, doxing. Doxing's bad right now. 40k FAQ at gwplc.com. Shall we all email GW right now? Shall we all email GW? Know what we should do? We should all become members together. Chat, there's 200 people. 200 people watching, only 42 likes. You can like for free. However, if 200 people became a member right now, 1, that would be really cool. 2, I would give away free stuff. 3, I would get a lot of members, which means I would be able to sleep at night, knowing that my channel isn't dying because I'm making terrain for an event next weekend, and I'm hardly making videos. Okay? Does anyone watch? Too long didn't read. Games Workshop had an event this weekend. Richard Siegler was against Jack Harpster on like table 3 or something like that. Then they ruled that you couldn't fire vehicles in combat to Overwatch, and there's like no clarification where you can or can't do that at events these days, because people seem to think that Big Guns Never Tire is a special rule, which I don't think it is. We've been over why I don't think it is. I'm not going to go over that again. Does it email GW do anything? Supposedly every GW FAQ email gets read. Supposedly. Can you use that multiple -1 AP from different sources? Yes, you can. There's nothing that says you can't. You can't stack the same rule. You can't use the same ability to get multiple AP. But if you've got different abilities that give you AP, then yeah, it's fine. What if I don't want free stuff? Who doesn't want free stuff? It's a no-win situation. TO makes a wrong ruling at a GW event. What can you do? Tell the guy for the company that makes the rule doesn't know the rule. Wait, it's a no-win situation. TO makes a wrong ruling at a GW event. What can you do? Tell the guy from the company that makes the rules doesn't know the rules. They don't know the rules, to be fair. Warp time! Let's go, baby! Thanks for becoming a member. Look at that. Thank you so much for becoming a member, buddy. Look at that. We've only got 199 people to go to gift a sub or become a member themselves. VidID, should the love actually seen outside Warhammer World asking about their rule clarification? Just like there with the cards. I just want to know, drop, whether I can Overwatch, drop, with Big Guns Never Tire. Just let Magoo run the channel while you make terrain. I can't think of anything more career suicide than letting Magoo anywhere near YouTube again. Does it stack with all his dust? Max, don't do this to me, mate. Don't do this to me, mate. Grim Slide, don't use that either. They never responded to my email, but they did add Lightning Claws to Templar Soul Brethren data sheet. So they don't respond to the FAQ emails, but supposedly they all get read. So I imagine it's kind of like one of those things. It's kind of like they get all these emails and separate them into different things. And it's like, Black Templars don't have Lightning Claws. Big Guns Never Tire. Can Wraith Knights jump over walls? I don't know. I'm just thinking random things. And they just like stack them up. And whichever one's got the most emails that week, they work on that one. Our ambles are triggered. Mate, I'm triggered right now. I am triggered right now. I'm very triggered. Speaking of ambles, chat. Speaking of ambles, minor leak. Minor leak. I've got a really big video coming out very, very soon. I'm currently in talks with the sponsor for the video, but it's got some reference to ambles in it. It's got some reference to ambles in it, okay? It's a huge, huge video. You're going to want to see it. I'm super excited. I put it in the members area the other day. Just to be like a little like preview. And it's pretty hype. I'm super excited for it. It's one of the best videos I've ever seen. And it's mine. Which is pretty sick. It's huge. My leak. Now, it's a live stream clip. But it's the biggest live stream I've done in one video. So like you can work it out. We can work it out. When's the ambles and all his dust merch due out? I feel like I missed that boat, right? How do you turn all his dust into a meme? And you don't. It's difficult. You just have a t-shirt that said, does it stack? That'd be it. But that'd be such a niche reference. It's that huge. You freeloaders should all become member to see it. You should. The members will see it first. The members already know what it is. Wait, is it a video of you and Georgie at the Taylor Swift movie? No. That was great, though. I did enjoy it. That was great. But as I said, chat, before we move on to the next topic, all I'll say is the Discord's an amazing place to join. You can join for as little as £1.99 a month. If we hit 50 members today, I'll do a giveaway. I'll grab something off my magical shelf and post some free stuff to you, some free Warhammer miniatures. It'll be free to enter. Members are more likely to win. It supports me. We've hit 10 members every single stream, so I bumped it to 15 because I'm bumping the prizes. Okay? Let's not miss the goal. Okay? Only 13 to go. You know? Marty, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Really appreciate it, buddy. After checking eBay, sometimes they give away stuff before checking how much it's worth. So, like, you could win anything. Literally anything. Anyway, we've got some more drama to talk about. Okay? 100% be another guard kit. Listen, guard kits are great. They're expensive and all. You cheeky shit. We got some more drama to talk about. Now, we've had potentially incorrect rulings tonight. And now we've got an apology. Oh, baby. Oh, gamers, I love an apology. I also really love an apology where they turn off the replies. They make my heart warm because they are always bad. They are always bad. Let's talk a little bit about how to make a tit of yourself. It's by asking a TO to match fix. Is there a ukulele? They may as well have been. It's like on the same level as ukulele. Matthew Clare, thank you so much for becoming a member. Let's go, baby. Make sure you join our Discord, !Discord in chat. That should have worked. That did work. Join our Discord now. Make sure you link your account and you get full access to our Discord. But thank you, Matthew Clare. We're one step closer to getting the giveaway going. Only 12 now. That's not even a lot. But, yeah, we love an apology where they turn off the replies. They're even funnier. They're even more crazy. But we've got a little problem of match fixing. But we don't have a problem with Simply Warhammer becoming a member. Thank you so much, bud. We appreciate it. That's super kind of you. Thanks for becoming a member. Look, we've... 11! Legs 11! Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. You're a star. You're a star. Thanks, everyone who's become a member tonight. It's very kind of you. And thanks, everyone, for the resubs as well. That's super cool. So we have some Team England drama. They have come out with an apology because at the LGT, they were trying to match fix. Oh, anyway. This is Team England AOS. We've talked about them in the past. The mere suggestion it'll be guard giveaway and people flock to join. It could be guard giveaway. It could be anything. You don't even know. They said, an apology. At the LGT, there were 2 draws in the last round where we asked the TO to switch the competing players. These 2 draws involved 4 England squad members drawn against each other. And we asked for the switch to create matchups in which the competing players needed practice. But you can't reply. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to take any criticism on this. I'm going to turn off the replies. So, they thought, the captain, I imagine, of Team England, thought it was okay in a normal singles tournament that anyone could enter to ask the TO to switch the pairings because the players needed practice against other things, not each other. It's hilarious. But to have this, to come out and apologize, and then turn off comments, it's just even funnier. Even funnier. It's just, I know I cocked up. I know this is going to blow up. And for like Warhammer, 24 tweets, 24 retweets and 14 likes is actually quite big, you know? It's actually quite a big thing. Although the draws were initially switched, the switch was reverted and the players played their originally drawn opponents. The players involved in this were not able to podium or win any awards at the event, having already lost at least one game each. So it literally didn't even make that much of a difference. They could have just dropped and gone and played another matchup instead. But they decided to try and fix the pairings so they could have different matchups. Because they needed to practice. Guys, they needed to practice. In a normal singles event, they needed to fix the pairings for practice. Our actions did not change the draw of any players outside of England, except it changes the entirety of the rest of the event because no one else can fix matches. But you can, that's fine. At the time, we didn't consider the impacts our actions had on the experience of uninvolved players at the event. No, because it changes the entire event, because everybody, if you guys can switch your matchups, everybody should be able to switch their matchups, which is not feasible. This decision was taken by the England management team, and no England player was aware of it was happening. The players have subsequently made it clear to us that they don't approve of it having happened. So the England management team have accepted responsibility, but they won't really accept criticism because they've turned off the comments. Hey, Neo, thanks for going to member. An apology that so far doesn't apologise. That's also true.
Member.
That's also true. So they haven't actually said, we're sorry. We said we made a mistake. But this isn't the first time the new Team England management has actually been causing drama. Because they, well, a few months ago, well, what we should do is probably look at the quote tweets. That's what everyone else has got to say about it before we get into the more drama. What is this? Turn off comments to liking their own post is pretty funny. No, they didn't like their own post, did they? No, they didn't. No, you didn't. Oh, how do you look at... there we go. They didn't like their own post, did they? Oh, they've unliked it. Okay, I'll let them off. We'll let them off. They unliked it. I was about to say, Jesus. Match fixing and gatekeeping at its finest. Brilliant. Let's see what else other people got to say. I'm pretty crap at AOS. I'll never be 5-0 good, but I've always been proud to play the game the right way and won awards like Sports Clean Gamer. This is very poor and undermines the integrity of the whole team. That is not to say the whole team is guilty, far from it. There are lots of outstanding people on the team. Sad truth, these actions are the leaders that have stained what England AOS have worked so hard on. You can't claim that fixing a draw doesn't impact an event. The non-apology is what stinks the most. Do better and apologise properly. Hey, Pizza Guardian, thanks for coming to member, bud. Really appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you join the Discord, bud.
Member.
I mean, just become a member so you stop crying, please. Nah, I always cry. Hey, nice actual match fixing taking place. We're one step closer to being a real sport. Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. What a great tweet. That's a brilliant tweet. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, this isn't the first time that Team England AOS have got themselves into shit in the past, like, year. Drama in England and Mikey didn't cause it. I'm shocked. Jay Taylor, thanks for the 12 months, brother. I really appreciate it. Happy 1 year. Happy 1 year. Oh, yeah, but this isn't the first time that Team England and AOS have caused drama with the new management because merely, what, 4 months ago? No? 3 months ago? They were poaching players from other teams. We covered this a few months ago, but Mark Brooks, I believe, is the captain of Team Wales, sorry. Hi all, want to address the elephant in the room. To those that don't know, England AOS have chosen to poach a lot of our players this year with the assurance of a place if they apply. Team Wales is a small community for Wales this year. We only just had enough. So this helps them very, very little with their vast pool of players, but hurts us a lot. This has also been done behind our backs, which adds insult to injury and was completely unnecessary. I feel what was once a friendly rivalry has become something quite toxic and got to be questioning why I bothered to put so many years into building this community. I hope it was worth it. So Team England have been called out. We called out a few months ago for trying to poach Welsh players, which is funny. England colonising Wales. Never heard that one before. So it's not the first time that the new management of Team England have been getting themselves into shit. Sadly, no retweets. And I'm pretty sure there is a Welsh player on the Team England for Age of Sigmar now. But yeah, it sounds like I'm just looking at the old tweets. It was very funny at the time. It sounds like that the New England management is like not really considering their actions and playing very selfishly in terms of trying to nick players from other teams without like consulting other teams and kind of like being upfront about it. And then also trying to fix pairings because they need to practice at a singles event, which everyone else has paid good money to be there. So it's just really shit of the management, which, you know, who that is, we don't really know. But I do remember looking at the Team England application form, and it kind of said, when the poaching drama was out, the Team England application form had something along the lines of, I'm going to be making all decisions, signed Luke, which isn't a great thing. Which isn't very good. It was kind of like, I'll be making the decisions, no one else. Something along those lines. I have the recording of it somewhere. Well, there you go. There's some big team event drama. Poaching players and match fixing. I've not even gone to the other drama of sisters won an event. That was the drama. But then I was like, oh, well, players are being poached. Yeah, we talked about that months ago. Oh, they're also match fixing now. Here's some more drama. What's your ruling on switching matchups if we feel like it? Feel free. Play on the bottom tables because you're at the event. They disbanded the selection committee. I think they did, yeah, because Team England didn't do as well this year or last year than compared to the year before. Also, practice for what? The AOS Worlds that's 8 months away. Is it in February? Isn't there a World event in February? Oh, fucking hell, but that is a funny comment. Anyway, we're almost at a real sport now. All we're waiting for is a doping scandal of a Warhammer player. And then we've got it all. We kind of completed it. We got the full set. Team England, I'm sorry that we got caught and sorry you were offended. They're not even sorry. They just said an apology. We did this. How do you dope in Warhammer? Ryan, that's literally the only limitation, right? They just haven't worked out quite how to do it, you know? You know? They haven't quite worked out how to get doping to work in Warhammer, but as soon as they do, we've got one. We've got a doping scandal. You know? You dope in Warhammer by using loaded dice. Maybe. G Fuel. Is caffeine could caffeine be deemed a doping scandal? Because if so, I'm fucked. Anyway, chat, we're just 9 members away from hitting the member goal. That's less than 10. That's easy. That's like 9 is 1 in 20. 1 in 20 has to become member. But yeah, all we're missing is a doping scandal, or a lot of people have mentioned some form of vibrating sex toy up the arse to make better decisions. And that's all we've got. There used to be 10-member goal. Yeah, I upped it because we always hit 10, and I'm always giving stuff away. So I'm going to give away bigger stuff for 15. It's easy. It's only 5 more. It's only 5 more. I'm pretty sure if we get tested the community, we find some PEDs. Got 1 or 2 community members in. Got 1 or 2 community members in mind. What's a PED? Hey, Raziel, thanks for being a member for 6 months, brother. I'm moving the goalpost. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to give away bigger stuff. Vibrating sex toy. Wait, is this that thing I saw people using to mix paint pots? No. Did you not hear about Magnus Carlsen? Was it Magnus Carlsen? Or was it the other guy? Vibrating chess. Cheating. Oh no, it's Hans Niemann versus Magnus Carlsen. My apologies. That was the scandal. He's since been let back in, but this is the headline. I'll let you work it out. Supposedly was holding it in the nice place and was being informed via probably Morse code. That's supposedly how it went down. They apologized and said they were wrong, didn't they? I think so. It was just an accusation. I don't think it was actually real. However, Warhammer players will work out how to do it. Oh, performance enhancing drugs. Oh yeah, there's definitely a few people in Warhammer that are taking those. Hey, Maclet Music, thanks for the 10 donation. Really appreciate it. Their doping apology will even be their own idiocy. Like, we are sorry to all of you who noticed we sat on those syringes and those we've offended. Consider this some form of apology. Thanks so much for the 10, but yeah, that'll be it. That'll be the doping apology. An apology. We did drugs and it made us win. We won't do it again. We made a mistake. Oh, it just makes me so frustrated. It's just like, fucking hell. Why do you need to cheat? Thanks so much for the 10, Matt. Really appreciate it.
Their doping apology will even be their own idiocy. Like, we are sorry to all of you no noticed we sat on those syringes, and to those we've offended, consider this some form of apology. It's
even better when he reads it again. We just learned Mikey calls his bumhole his nice place, and not fact to let this ruin my evening. Listen, how else am I trying to say? I'm trying to be polite and not get demonetized by saying he had a fucking butt plug that vibrated in Morse code so they could control his moves via his arsehole. Is that what you want me to say? Severe lapse in judgment. Yeah, literally. I've made a severe lapse in judgment. Did that chess guy get caught when he went full when Harry met Sally? Probably. We're sorry you noticed we cheated. We promise we won't get caught again. Literally. Literally. I'm surprised he didn't notice, because every time he tried to move a piece, he was like that. I don't know. Oh, it's in his bum. Where else is it going to be? The vibrating toy. Where else is it going to be? Is that David Williams' conservative MP apology speech? Yeah. Why would an armpit be a nice place to put a vibrating sex toy?
And whilst in my office in the House of Commons, I accidentally took a picture of myself naked. That picture somehow, and I would love to know how, found its way onto Gaydar, which I later discovered to be a dating website.
This is just it. This is it.
Basically, you pay
Team England apologising for match fixing.
a flat fee, post your stats online, and I was then invited to join a group of gentlemen at a party in Brighton, where I was planning to give a talk about education reforms. However, shortly after my arrival, my clothes accidentally fell off.
A classic. A classic. Anyway, didn't David Williams have to use that in his own scandal? That's what's sad. That's what's very sad. But I'm pretty sure David Williams had to use that same apology because he was in some sort of weird sex scandal. Oh, so dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm going to read Ginger Steve's comment without reading it first. Unless Manny is watching my game and moving my hands like the rat in the Ratatouille, it's not going to help me win. Just means I need to bring extra pairs of boxes for the extra fun game. Why did I read that? There's certain usernames in chat. Listen, there's certain usernames that I have to kind of like proofread. And then I have to like decide if I'm going to skip them or not. I have to like proofread messages. Steve's one of them. That poker face must have been unreal. It was. I'm listening while putting the kids to bed and trying to laugh about bug plugs. I'm sorry that your kids are being fucking forced to listen to this. I do apologise. That's not my intention. I'm going to have to say sorry as well. Why do you read my comments? Because you engage with the community, Steve, and I'm trying to make everyone feel welcome. And there you are, talking about getting some hands like Ratatouille. Oh man, doping in games like Warhammer is pretty common. Ritalin abuse. What's Ritalin? Am I really... Do I live under a rock? Ritalin. Central nervous system stimulant used medically to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Oh, isn't that just for people with ADHD? Would that be done for doping? Get Team England to pay you to tweet apologies. Your fake one was instantly better than their part-tempered apology and part rant that they need to practice. Yeah, I know. I'm very good at online apologies, and it's funny because I never needed one. Ritalin is ADHD meds and allows you to concentrate really, really hard. It lets you focus. What utter torture playing chess while being edged from a bee orgasm. Imagine you're trying to play this really slick game of chess and your mate's just like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You're just like, no, I need to. Oh, man. Ritalin is a drug used to help ADHD concentrate, and people have been using it to cheat on tests, chess tournaments, and Magic the Gathering stuff. Okay, I should get some then. I'll take the sword, chat. And not the vibrating one. I'll take the sword for the doping scandal. I'll be the first with a doping scandal. How's that sound? But for that, we'll need to make our member goal. We will need to make our member goal for me to consider taking the doping scandal. I'll take Ritalin whilst in Atlanta. I won't. Touch wood. I won't. Eating club seals while doped on. There's no seals. I've never even played against a seal. Except for Josh with the Ironstorm detachment. That was a bit of a seal club. Or ICD Chief. Anyway. Let's talk about nuns with guns. Just as Mikey Nancy's taking drugs to win Atlanta. Named Shane. Listen, Games Workshop don't watch my streams or they'd be so fucked off. So it's okay to announce that I'm going to take drugs to win Atlanta, right? Imagine if I did now. Imagine just like, yeah, I'm going to take drugs to win at the Atlanta event. And then I did. And then won. That'll be the title. I allegedly took drugs to win this tournament if I won. Allegedly, I take drugs. Mikey, don't stop with one scandal. Do both and let us super chat to tell you where to move your models. Yeah. I'll just wait for the text to speech to come through. I'm just listening to music, guys. Guys, where shall I move this? What shall I roll? Where shall I shoot? Got Google Glass on so I can stream it from my forehead. And then I'll have like my earphone and listen to tune to calm me because my brain's really loud. So I need it to calm me. I wonder where I'll move this unit that I brought in my list. Can you say that straight to the camera so I can forward it on to the relevant authorities? Apology. GW let me take Ritalin mid-tournament. The end. That's the apology. GW don't mind that announcement because they know you won't win. Look at those trophies, Steve. How many memberships for the butt plug at Atlanta? Let's start with 15 and we'll set the goal. Okay? Then we'll set the goal for the vibrating butt plug. Probably more than 15. But not many more. Not many more. This I can get behind. I'm glad. What the fuck did I miss in this stream? Lots of people cheating, mate. Lots of people cheating. I'm going to take some drugs in Atlanta called Ritalin, because supposedly that makes you think better. Chat want me to put in a butt plug? I didn't realize there's a WTC event this week, the weekend of Atlanta. Steve, how about you suck a fat one? How about you suck a fat one? Mate, I missed the first 15 minutes because Mikey doesn't start on time. I was 2 minutes late. I was making a drink. And it's all butt plugs. All we're doing is talk about butt plugs, yeah. You've allegedly already got a butt plug. You may as well put it to good use. I do not have a butt plug. Hey, Matt. Thanks so much for gifting. Matthew, thank you so much for gifting 5. Thank you so much for the 5, bud. Numbers. Let's go. We've only got 7 to go now. Wait, that's not right. That hasn't caught up. We've had 11 members tonight.
Member.
Let's go, Matt. Big Mac in Fries, Daddy Gamble, Yestin Jones, I got the name right, Stefan W, and Nick Shipton. Make sure you say thank you to Matthew Clare Music for giving 5 memberships. But no, we're actually at 11 members, not 8. And now we're at 16! Let's go, I see the Chief! Let's go, baby!
Gifted members.
Thank you so much, ICD Chief, for gifting those 5 memberships. Stu Holmes, Jamie Danner, Eddie G, Stanley Pedal, and Calvin. Make sure you say thank you. Make sure you join our Discord. And we've made it to 15. It's actually 16. I don't know why the screen hasn't updated. But thank you so much, everyone. That's super kind of you. Thanks for gifting the memberships. We've had 5 from Josh. We've had 5 from Matthew.
Member.
We've had Pizza Guardian, Neo, Simply Warhammer. Matthew became a member today. Matty Dwyer updated. Warp Time became a member. Organ became a member. Martin gifted a membership. And Jason, Free Radio Armageddon resubbed. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much. That is actually 16, not 12. Butt plug at 1,000 members. Scammed. Scammed again. Let me just grab a prize. It's more guards. It's more guardsmen. I should keep the prices nearer. But then it doesn't give me time to decide what we're going to give away. Let's give away a Death Leaper. Let's go, baby. 1,000 members. Yeah, if you wanted to gift them all, that's 5,000. £5,000 to take a butt plug with me. Let's give away a Death Leaper. How about that? Interested in the brand new Death Leaper? Ooh. Interested? Ooh. What keyword shall we have in chat? I don't know why I'm bothering asking because I know what you're all going to say. I know what you're all going to say. But I'm going to ask you anyway. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, chat. You can have your way. So, chat, if you would like to enter to win this Death Leaper sent directly to your door, type ! butt plug in chat to enter. Marty Marv got there before you even announced it. If you'd like to enter to win a Death Leaper, specifically, ! butt plug in chat. Ginger Steve, thanks for the 10.
Ate all the pies, clubbed some seals and made them cry. When the WDC teams came out to play, Hellstorm Mikey ran away. It's a traditional English nursery rhyme.
It's a great
Look
nursery
it up,
rhyme.
lads.
It's actually a great nursery rhyme. Thanks for the 10, you dickhead. Thank you, everyone, for gifting the memberships. That's so, so kind of you. But now you can type ! butt plug in chat. I'm probably going to get banned for making everyone spam sex toy words. But you are going to be entering to win a Death Leaper model, the brand new one from for the Tyranid range. If you are not a member, you are free to enter as well. All you have to do is type that word in chat. However, if you are a member, you get 10 more chances to win over anyone who is entering for free. So it's free to enter, no problem. If you can't afford to become a member, that's totally fine. However, if you do want to become a member for as little as £2 a month to support what I do, to buy more prizes, then you can do so and you get 10 entries rather than 1. Okay? How many butt plugs have there been? There's been a lot of butt plugs, okay? Next giveaway code cancelled. Next giveaway code is going to be banned. But please, if you would like to enter exclamation point butt plug in chat, you'll be entering to win a free Death Leaper delivered anywhere to your door, brand new and sealed. It's a new one from Games Workshop that came out a few weeks ago. I do actually really want this miniature, so I'm just going to have to go buy another one. That's the problem. I'm slowly running out of things to give away. But I do want this model, so if you want to win it and let me keep it, great, that's fine. However, I do keep giving stuff away and realizing it's worth loads, or I actually just want it. Or voucher, yeah. If you're in the back arse of nowhere like Australia, I'll probably just send you a voucher. Remember, anything is a butt plug if you're brave enough. Brilliant. But exclamation point butt plug. I'm going to read out some names on screen right now. This is the list of names. As you can see, this is all the people typing in chat. If you have a little blue dot next to your name here on the left-hand side, if it's next to your name, that means you've entered the giveaway. If you have no blue dot next to your name, such as this person, you know, you are not entered. You have not typed exclamation point butt plug. Exclamation point butt plug in chat. Yeah, just type that. So Max, Adam J. Stokes, Andy Evans, Andy Ted, Dad Bam, Big C, Conquer Stewie, Crosby, D2 Silent, Dat Sundays, Dave Walker, Decknell, DL3318, Dean Stuff, Dean, Dr. Deanbag, Free Radio Armageddon, Ginger Steve, Grimslayer, Hatman, Hurricane Jane, Ian Barnfield, Imperial, Janitor P, Jace, J-Mad, Joe Flavel, Lambo, Lehman Ross, Lord Gitface, Lyle, M. Pearson, Magoo, Marty Marv, Matthew Clay Music, Matty, Dwal, Mulgrock, Necros, this person, Neo Zood isn't in the giveaway. Please type it in chat. Not Richard, Overboard, Patrick Bennett, Paul Tongs, Professor Dean, Q72, Raziel, Ricky Ewan, Riverside Miniatures, Ross Cameron, Rusty Ashworth, S. Hefferman, Sagwolf, Sam Hastings, Simon Tawney, Simply Warhammer, Steelman F, Stu Holmes, That Random Guy, The ICU Chief, Trich Loro, VTS5, Walking Death, Warp Time, Zap Z, Ziggy Zidane, and Anime Man. You are all entered. If I haven't read your name, you are not in the giveaway. Type exclamation point butt plug to enter. I'm gonna let this previous song play one more time, and then I'll be drawing the giveaway. Okay, you've got less than 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes to enter. Is it just the one guy who didn't enter? Who's actually spoken in chat? There's 150 people in chat. There's 71 people who have spoken since I started the giveaway. Kind of tempted to gift members just so Mikey has to explain why he tried to smuggle a butt plug to the TSA. Imagine I've got a massive butt plug in my suitcase. Just because Max gifted £5,000. Is it going to be worth it? Let's be real. Is that worth it? No. Trying to catch up with chat, but everyone's just spamming butt plug, lol. Hellstorm butt plug merch when? No. No. Everything's worth every penny. I see you, Chief. Go on then. Go on then, lad. You've got till the end of the stream. I'll actually discount the first 16 that we've had. How's that sound? To take a butt plug with me. I never said I would put it in. I never said I'd do anything with it. I just said I'd take it with me. Is Josh going? No, I'm actually going my own. Pretty cringe. Cringe. I mean, I don't need the model. I own a game store and have a Death Leaper. But if I want it, I will make it have a large butt plug tail and send it back to Mikey. Please don't. So 84 till you go. What do you mean 84 till I go? Can you do maths? I said 1,000. I've said I've discounted 16. That's like 900 left. We know if you took a butt plug, it'd end up in there. Hey, man, what I do in my own bedroom is nothing to do with you. No matter how much you want it to be doing with you. I said 900 members, Josh. You're not going to gift 900 members. If you are, you're a psychopath. What happens in Atlanta stays in Atlanta. According, not unless it's chat. Check my DMs. If you sent me a dildo, I'm going to block you. Before you anyway, beginning, I'm going to block you, mate. Kind of report it. Why have you sent me a butt plug? Why? Why? Can I block, guys, how do you block people? Chainsaw butt plug, just don't put it the wrong way. Just don't put it in. How about that? It's been a while since a good solid Mikey abuse stream. To be fair, I haven't been this insulted for a while. You're right. You're right. Never trust a grey name. DL, he's fucking blue. He's a fucking moderator. And he's sending me butt plugs with dice stuck to them. Anyway, that's the end of the song. Right, there are 82 people entered. I'm not going to read them out, but quickly look, see if your name's on the screen. If it's not, you've not entered. And you just suck because I've told you like 19 times. I've told you like 19 times to come and do it. It's been at least a week. It was definitely last week when the last insult I got. Rogue Nomad, you haven't entered. You're the only person who's spoken in chat who hasn't entered. But that's fine. Because I'm going to draw it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crosby! Crosby, congratulations. You just won a Death Leaper, mate. Holy fuck. Yeah, you just won Death Leaper, bro. Congratulations, Crosbyzation. If you want to save on posting, I will post it to you because I will forget to bring it. So please DM me your details on Discord, or you can drop me a text because you have my number. I'll send you a butt plug. It's probably cheaper than Death Leaper. Would you like this or a butt plug? Wait, find out if his name is Bill. Would you like this or a butt plug, Crosby? Just to clarify, we should probably clarify. The box is bent. The box is slightly bent. I think it got crushed when I was moving it. I dropped it. Don't trust Mikey's member. He'll leave you corkless. Where do you think that cork's been, Lyle? I still have cork ready. But you just have to send me your address. I'll just post it to you. You were like, bring it. And I was like, I'll forget. And you were like, no, you won't. And I was like, yeah, I will. And then I did. So, Crosby, if you want to drop me a message, mate, congratulations. You just won a Death Leaper, mate. But if you are coming to our event next week, we've got loads and loads of things to raffle away. I got my Games Expo pass with it. I'm pretty sure I put something else in there as well. Then I put some like bits in there or something. If you win a crap prize, I always put something in there that's like worth worth something. You don't just put it in the bin. I'll take my Death Leaper and use it as a butt plug. Okay, well, I ain't paying for the hospital bills. Well, congratulations, you've won a Death Leaper, bud. If you want to do that, that's up to you. One bug plug. One bug plug coming up. Cheers, Crosby. I'll get back to you later or tomorrow. I regret not claiming the orange paper. Jace, listen. I use the shit price to wrap the good one. I don't. It's a fun joke. But the joke is I put nice things in there. I think I usually just put little something in there, like a couple of dice or something, or some like bits of something, or like another model. I think Decknell's won like a tape measure and an empty bottle of paint, but he's done alright for me. He's done alright out of it, sorry. Bug plug. This is the high quality banter I come for. Why bug plug though? Is it the orange paper still available for giveaway? I think it might be. The box for it is up there. I never claimed my stickers. They got re-raffled at Heat 4. If you don't claim, if you don't claim them, if you don't say, hey, can I have the thing? I won the thing. Can I have it? I give you a week. I'm like, if you don't claim it within a week, I'm just gonna give it to someone else. If you don't say, hey, Mike, you can have a prize, please. After a week, you don't want it. Huge event jam. What have I missed? You are an hour and a half into the stream. You are more than welcome to rewind. Feel free to rewind and watch it back, bud. I didn't want them. What do you want me to say? What do you want from me? I want the stickers that got raffled off. Are you mad? No, I didn't want them. I don't know what you want me to say to this. Careful, Charlie. Rage quit like I did on Saturday. Congress Stewie, listen. I've completed Lies of P now. All right? I completed it. I got so angry at that fucking game the other day. That boss is bullshit. And I still don't really know how I beat her, but I really want to play Lords of the Fallen, but then I was like, I've only got a bucket and it's all thanks to Steve. So if you didn't know, I did a sponsored stream the other day of Lords of the Fallen, the new Souls-like game. And when you're picking classes, they have like little notes. So like it's like a RPG fantasy game, right? So you're like a paladin or like a cleric or whatever. And there was like a couple that were like advanced class, and it was like beginner class, advanced class, and then there was one called Condemned, which is level 1. Everyone else is level 10, and it said pick at your own risk. And I was like, Oh, I'm not going to do that. Not unless someone gives 10 members and tells me to. And supposedly Ginger Steve has never ran as fast as fast as this to run to his computer to give 10 stomps to play me to play the worst faction in the game. The worst class in the game. And then I'm still on the boss. I haven't played it I ain't played it since. When you talk about the tournament, think for yourself. Feel free to rewind. I have already gone over it, but we've talked about the GW ruling drama, and we've talked about the match fixing drama. We're going to be talking about Sisters of Battle next. Looks like you're 450 gamer points away from being complete. I've got to do... There's like 4 different endings, and I'm just going to go watch them. Lies of P... yeah, but anyway, I was playing this fucking game, and I rage quit. And I started playing because I was just so angry at this boss because it was bullshit. Because I just died in one hit pretty much every time. And then I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go play Lies of P because I'm right near the end and I'm really enjoying it. And I started doing that and died on there as well. Like 5 times. And I just went, fuck this, and left. I just gave up. I just quit the stream. I pretty much Alt F4'd everything on my computer. I Alt F4'd everything but OBS, said by, and Alt F4'd that as well. I was so pissed off. I was so angry. I've been live for like 7 hours or whatever it was. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I can't be arsed. Oh, dear. It's very funny though. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. Mike, can you do Meta Monday? Look at that vote list that won in Bristol, so I'd have to subscribe to BCP again. Was it a big event? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the old Meta Monday. Let's have a look at Meta Monday this week, because Sisters of Battle actually won the largest event of the weekend. At the US Open, controversial Tampa, they'll call it, 291 players and 8 rounds. After 4 rounds, players are put into brackets. My understanding is the top 8 after 6 rounds played a shadow round to determine the top 4 to play for the win. Best Coast Pair is ranking the top 10 as of 7 PM MST. Sisters of Battle 8-0. This is the first time we've seen Sisters of Battle actually win an event, I think, in 10th edition. They haven't won an event in a long time, I don't think. But Eldari also went 8-0, because obviously if they're split into different pods. But then one of them has still not gone undefeated. I'm not really sure. They must have had top 4 to play for the win. So they must have had the last round as the top 4, rather than having 2 more rounds. Have had 1 last round and had 2 undefeated players, because really the Sisters of Battle and the Eldar players should play each other now, but there they are. So Sisters of Battle and Eldar go 8-0, go undefeated at this event. Now actually, I don't even know what Sisters of Battle do. I've played against them like once, and their whole shtick is kind of like Fate Dice, but like fair. Fate Dice, but fair. So, Acts of Faith is, if your army faction is Adeptus Sororitas, you gain 1 miracle dice at the start of each turn, and each time an Adeptus Sororitas unit is destroyed. When you do, you roll a dice, and that becomes your miracle dice. And then the result on there, you can flip it for an advanced roll, battle shock, etc. So it's like Fate Dice, but a much slower way to generate them. Because, like, Eldar get all of their dice all at once, so they can use all of them and they know what they've got at the time. Whereas Sisters generate them over turns, and essentially they get a +1 to hit if they're below starting strength, and +1 to wound if they're below half strength. That's kind of like that's their detachment rule. However, they've not won an event yet, but they just so happen to have won this event. They've won the Tampa Open. So again, 291 players. They went 8-0. And here's the list. Let's have a little nosy at the list. They've actually, except for not putting points at the end of each unit, which is my pet hate. I can't stand it. They've named all of their units, which is actually really cute. Like statuary, Tender Honest, the Image Fire, the Orator Superior Amalia, the Prioress Sabine, more than Val. So they've like named all of their units, which is like really cute. I think that's cool. But they just haven't put the points on, which is annoying in my opinion. But anyway, what did they have? They had an Image of Fire, they had Judith Eureka, Morven Val, Palatine with the Blade of Saint Eleanor, Saint Celestine, 2-3 Battle Sister squads with multi-melter, power weapons, and flamers and storm bolters, etc. They had an Immolators, like 2 Retributor squad, a Castigator, which is the Predator equivalent. 2 Castigators. What do Castigators do now? Excuse me. So, the Castigator is a Predator, essentially. But whenever it targets an infantry unit with autocannons, you can reroll the hit. And every time it shoots its battle cannon at a monster vehicle, you can reroll the hit. And if a unit is hit by it, they may have to take a battle shot test. The battle cannon ignores cover and is blasted at D6 plus 3, strength 10, -1, 3 damage. That's a great profile. Really good at taking down infantry, but the lack of AP is the bugger. But then the Castigator autocannons are rapid fire 4, so 8 shots within 24 inches. Twin linked, so rerolling wounds, strength 9, -1, 3 damage. That's great profiles on both of them. And then it's got a hunter killer as well. It's got a heavy bolter somewhere, and I think it's got... Has it got heavy bolters on the sides? It's got 3 heavy bolters. 3 heavy bolters, storm bolter, and a hunter killer. Quite a lot of shooting from there. I don't know how many points they are because they don't actually have the points on the list, but there you go. My gamers, given the upload rate of all specs, it is my assessment that he's an omnipotent Chad being who does not sleep. PowerPoint is still cringe. Okay. Got multifiers, the Paragon War suits as well. Got Paragon War suits in this list. They must be cheap as fuck. Paragon War suits. Surely they're dog poo. They've always been dog poo. I'm trying to find them. I can't find them. Castigators 140 points. That's really cheap, in my opinion. Paragon Warsuit. Toughness 6, 4 wounds. Move 8. So not great. And then they can shoot and charge in return they fall back. That's not terrible. They're not bad in combat. The Paragon Warblade is strength 6 -2, 2. And the Paragon War Mace is strength 12 -1, 3. But only hits on 4s. And then what does Val give to them? I think Val does pretty well with them, actually. I did play against that once, and that was pretty good unit. So Val gives reroll hits and wounds to the unit. And once a battle in your command phase, this model can use ability. If it does, until the start of your next command phase, add 3 to the attack characteristics of Fidelis and the Lance of Illumination. So you'll get 6 attacks with the heavy bolter with sustained hits, and 8 attacks with the lance with dev wounds at strength 8 -2, 3. Yeah, Val's great. Val's great. The war suits aren't great, but rerolling hits and wounds is actually really good. Wouldn't you want to take them in like units of 6 though? They have vehicles as well, so you can tank shock. Interesting. Didn't consider that. Didn't consider that. He's got 5 Seraphim with hand flamers, some novitiates, and 2 Death Cult assassins, and a Calidus assassin. So he's got a free access to Vect, which is great. Junith Eureka is the one riding the pulpit, I think it's called. Who gives you a CP every turn, and she's -1 to hit, which is great. So she's pretty cheap as well. I'm not 100% sure on the points, I don't have them open. The Imagifier, I don't know what the Imagifier does. Imagifier can attach to Battle Sisters, which is probably the only unit they're attaching to. Each time you get a miracle dice, as a as a result of his Deptosaurus being destroyed within 12, you can re-roll the result, which is nice. While this model is leading unit, models have a 4+ invuln. While the model is leading as Celestin Sacrosanct, models in that have a save of 2+. Okay. It gives out a 4+ invuln as well, which is great. So just a bit of an all-rounder list, you know. Got a couple of immolators, which are great, because they're flamers. I bet they're great at overwatching whilst in combat as well. Retributor squad with the 4 multi-melters is obviously just Chad energy. 2 castigators, if they're only 140 points, with the battle cannon they took, so they're re-rolling hits against monsters and vehicles at 3 damage, is great. So mortifiers are cheap, Seraphins are cheap, Novitiates are cheap, so there's lots of little cheap stuff, and a little bit of damage output, like the re-rolling hits and wounds multi-melters, the retributors with multi-melters. It's just multi-melter spam. It's just multi-melter in every unit, and then some like really good platforms for it. You know, they have a bunch of good stratagems. The problem with Sisters is they've just been a bit expensive for what they get, but I think a lot of the units come down a lot. So it feels like there's quite a lot in this list because you've got, what, 4 characters? What's the Blade to do? Let's have a look. Blade of St. Eleanor. Add 1 to the attack, strength, and damage. If the bearer's lost 1 or more wounds, add 2 to the attack, strength, and damage, which is great. So a great all-rounder list for a Sisters of Battle to actually win. It's just like a little bit unheard of. It doesn't happen very often. Again, I don't think Sisters of Battle have actually gone undefeated at an event in 10th. In like 5 months or whatever it's been, 4 months. What event drama? I've kind of already gone over the drama bod. Feel free to rewind it though. But we spoke about a weird Games Workshop ruling at the Tampa event and match fixing in another event as well. But the next event, the next biggest event, 102 players at 5 rounds. Orcs went 5-0, but so did Sisters and Tau. So another Sisters went 5-0 this weekend. Or undefeated. So that's 2 undefeated this weekend, which is really nice to see. Sweden, 96 players. Eldar both went undefeated. In WTC, they're probably always going to do well in WTC because they either win big or don't win. 69 plays Eldar again. Orcs as well, 5-0. Orcs getting a few big wins. Eldar 5-0. So Eldar are still doing really well according to this. Fight Club. Chaos Space Marines 6-0. Chaos Space Marines seems to be an interesting one. I think Chaos Space Marines, they kind of like all of their units are really good. And it's kind of hard to build a bad list with Chaos. It's just like kind of which way you want to lean into. Do you want to lean into the cultist swarm like Manny was running at the LGT, or do you want to run more like the all-arounder Trixie army, like what's the guy's one called? The Belgium lad. I can't remember his name now. Liam was running like a bit of an all-rounder list with like Obliterators, Forge Fiend, Warp Taunted in action. So kind of like they just seem to have like a lot of stuff to play with. Again, it doesn't feel like any list is bad. But Jay said he wants to have a look at the Brighton event. I can't. I don't have the search up. Trying to search on BCP is crap. I can't believe our event is a week, like just over a week away. That's fucking crazy. Bristol. It was Bristol, yeah. What was the event called? Brighton. Brighton, not Bristol. Brighton, Votan 050. I wish you would limit it by number of players. That'd be a good search function. Okay, shit, AI. Am I using AI on Best Coast pairings? What's going on? Brighton. It's only a 30-player event. Wait, Brighton, 40k. Votan 050. Space Marines. Why has he got the wrong faction? I think people should be penalised for putting the wrong faction. The Votan. Adeptus Astartes. James Shapiro. You've got a terrible last name. You've also got a terrible faction. Enya Champion with the Appraising Glare, the Grimnir with the Wayfarer's Grace, a Car with Grim Demeanor, and Utar the Destined. 1 unit, 2 units of Hearthkin, Sagittor. Yeah, there you go. What's the list? Oh, it's just only Sagittor because everything's really cheap. 2 units of Hardkin, 2 units of Hearthguard, Thunderkin, and then all the Sagittors you can think of. Yeah, fun list. Just 5 Sagittors everywhere. We've learned nothing. We've learned nothing. Votan just spamming the cheapest transport they can take. The Sagittor is such a great profile for how many points it is. It's so cheap. Can the event organizer change it? Yeah, we shouldn't be up to the event organizer. The person who submitted the list should put the right list in. Another Chaos. 2 more Chaos, 5-0. Dark Angels, Glide Task Force, 5-0. Okay. Sisters win. They had 2 lists go undefeated this weekend, and with 18 players, had 52% win rate. Black Templars are starting to creep up into the problem zone with a 64% win rate. Wait. Where did Black Templars come from? I didn't even see any. I didn't even see any scrolling down. Necron's Custody is doing really shit, according to this. Black Templars, 64% win rate. Chaos Space Marines, 59. That's interesting, because Chaos Space Marines are winning a lot of events. You know? 11 wins this week? Or is that in 5 weeks? Did they win 11 events this week? No, that can't be right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's in the 5 weeks. 4, 5. Oh, wait. No, they won 5. Chaos Space Marines won 5 events this week. That's mad. That's crazy. Because, like, Eldar is still... people still go, oh, Eldar are problematic. But Chaos Space Marines are a higher win percentage. A similar number of... quite a high number of players in 1 week. A lot of events this weekend. But also a higher win percentage. And they're winning nearly the same amount of events. This is about 52%. Won 1 event and 1 so far in 10th. Chaos Demons won an event. 2 in 10th. They've done 1. What's at the bottom? Let's go all the way down. Whee! Tyranids really struggling, aren't they? Drakari, Necrons, and Custodians are 3 worst factions currently. Woof. Necrons have got 56 players as well. That's quite a high number of players. Probably like average. I'd say like, it looks like it's like an average of like 40, 50 players per faction. Anything higher is like on the extreme end. Anything lower is on the extreme end. But Templars at 64%. Well, Fall from Grace for Necrons. Yeah, like, because when you're building lists, the thing is with it is when people are building lists, they're thinking about playing against Necrons. Because it's like, I need to be able to kill a unit of 20 warriors in one shot, with one activation before they can reanimate. But then, because so many lists kind of consider that as like Necrons being the gatekeeper, Necrons really struggle. Because as soon as you don't kill a unit of Necrons in one activation, you really struggle, because they reanimate, and then you shoot them again, and you got to kill the same amount of bodies, if not like ever so slightly less, because they'll reanimate with the reanimators. It's like D6 plus D3 plus 1 or whatever, or D3, 2D3 plus 3 plus 1. Some crazy addition. And then you shoot them again, so they just got back up like 5, like minimum 7, so they're probably getting on average like 10 back. Then you got to kill all those 10 again, and whatever you left last time, and then they reanimate with a Ghost Arc as well. Which is like, it can be really tough, but if people can do that, then Necrons just die. They just fall over. So, where World we is at, asking to see how much fun I'm gonna have at Sheffield. Well, I'm looking forward to having you, Tom. But World Eaters are here, 51% win rate, 51, 52, 52 this weekend, 51 in the past 5 weeks. They haven't done so many tournaments, but they're doing pretty well. They're winning half their games. I know Jack Harpster was doing really well with them this weekend. He's on like the top tables at Tampa, but yeah, I think he got took down by the Sisters player. I think that's how it went. I don't have the tab open now. So yeah, but Templars. So Templars went 7-1 at Tampa. They bet double 4-1. What was the... Shall we look at the 7-1? The thing is with it is these lists are still relevant, because you can still run these. You can still run these lists because you still have Gladius. Ben Chewian. Castellian with Thanos Bones. High Marshal Helbrecht. Very cheap Chapter Master. A very small Crusader squad. And there it is. All of the Melter. All of the Melter. 2 Gladiators. So Black Templars Gladiators are 5 points more expensive, but they get a multi-melter. Eradicator squads, they're cheap. They're nice to just bring on the board, reroll hits and wounds all the time. Inceptors with Plasma, we obviously know how great they are. 2 units are there. A Land Raider Redeemer, also a great unit. Primary Swordbreathing, 600 points. That's a big brick with 10 Primary Swordbreathing, probably in the Land Raider. 1 Redemptor Dreadnought, which I don't usually think is enough, but he's got them. A Whirlwind as well. Whirlwinds are great. And then a Calidus for Vect, which is cool. Interesting list. Again, you could run this now with the new codex. You probably like get some more points in there. So I imagine a lot of it's come down. The only downside is you've lost reroll wounds because of they'll be using the old codex, so it'll have the old Oath of Moment. But yeah, pretty good list, pretty fun list. So they're using this as like their Terminator brick, but just a little bit cheaper. So nice. Tom Wilkins, thanks for the 10, bud. Your message will come up any second. Looking forward to you having me, Mikey. I'm able to bring those World Eater numbers down. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you'll be fine. I tend not to look at Wolves' percentage. So many take Lawless. It brings the percentage down. No one needs to take Lucas the Trickster and Blood Claws. True.
Looking forward to you having
Thanks,
me,
Tom.
Mikey. I aim to bring those World Eaters numbers down.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for all the support tonight. I really appreciate it. It's really kind of you. That's probably it for tonight's show. We've done our 2 hours. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry if I've been a bit like like less energetic than normal. You can probably see my eyes are red. I'm just building so much terrain. You might have seen that we've just posted pictures. If you come into our event or if you're in the Discord, you've probably seen that we've posted pictures of some new terrain that we're using next weekend. For example, this. We posted details in the Discord, !Discord in chat. We're super excited to play, and this is our new WTC inspired set. And we've got this in like loads of different designs. So we've got like a Tau inspired one, like an Admech like one, a Necron one. I think I've got a video actually of me setting it up. So watch that. But yeah, I posted all the links in Discord, !Discord. There's an affiliate links channel in there. Where's it gone? Live streams. There it is. Here's me setting it all up. That one. Yeah, so we put a link in Discord. This is like the WTC inspired, but with a little bit of GW inspired. I've worked with Goonhammer to look at what their events are, their layouts they'd use with these, and we've kind of worked together to come up with some layouts. And they come in loads of different designs, which is super cool to see. And I think the layouts are actually really, really thematic, but also really fun to play on. So this is like 12 of our tables are going to be running this now out of 60. So if you haven't got a ticket, there's a link in the pinned comment. I'd really love to come and invite you down to come and play on some of these cool tables. And we've got 5 types of terrain. This is just one type. This is one type in 4 different designs. So this is just the variety that you're going to get at these sorts of events. Rather than going to an event and every table looks the same. It doesn't matter what table number you're on. You've got all these cool looking tables across the field. And this is just one type because we use 5 different types. So if you haven't got a ticket, then please encourage you to take a look and consider coming down. Yeah, I think that's it. This was awesome. For getting my event, 4 of us built like 24 tables over a weekend. Yeah, me and Nick built 9 tables in a day. And then me and Tom did a few more the other day. It's a great terrain set. It looks really cool. It's really fun to play on. The layouts are really well thought out. So I'm excited to have them. So, but yeah, again, we use 5 types anyway. This is just one example of that, and then we've just had a huge upgrade for it. So if you want to come play on it, click the link in the pinned comment. And yeah, I'll be live again probably Thursday, I think. Probably Thursday with more terrain, I imagine. And then Friday, I'm live again for Star Wars Shatterpoint live on stream. It's something a little bit different. A little bit different games night before we have full-on 40k all next week. Because not only will I be doing the Monday show as normal, going over some invitational lists, because we've got an invitational event happening at the same time. We're also going to be streaming the event all day Saturday, all day Sunday. So we're going to be streaming the invitational on Saturday, and then the finals on Sunday. So yeah, so it's an exciting couple of weeks coming up. So thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you all. Thanks for watching this stream. If you're watching this back, then amazing. If you're watching it live and you've missed everything, then you can feel free to rewind. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I love you all, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. I'm going to go sleep so hard. So hard. Thank you all. Love you all, and goodbye.